EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland and M&T Bank Stadium. Today, it's the opener of the 2023 NFL season, as it'll be the Houston Texans taking on the Baltimore Ravens. A new season of NFL football is here, and we're off in 2023 on EA Sports. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 20th. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 46. Play action. It's Jackson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Well, for the Ravens, Charles, starting 2023 here at home, you know, for a long time, the future of Lamar Jackson seemed to be kind of up in the air, at least in terms of would he be a Raven. But number 8 is out there, and you can bet that makes a lot of folks happy here in Baltimore.
Starting with Lamar Jackson, who wanted to be a Raven. He didn't want to be anywhere else. Second, how about the head coach, John Harbaugh? Now they'll just retool the offense a little bit, trying to expand upon the talents that Lamar Jackson brings to the table and find their way back to the Super Bowl.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And Jackson throwing once more. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. From the 23, here's 2nd down and 2. Now it's Jackson. And this one is going to be off the mark. Too far out in front.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Third and 2. Here's Jackson. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive, stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the 4th down.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Again, Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, a 23-yard run. And the Ravens are on the board here first in the season opener. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Stroud now on 1st and 10. Short throw into the hands of Jordan. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. But there you go, Charles, the first completed pass of his young career.
And we expect it not to be his last. Very good to get the first one out of the way, though, as he begins his career.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. They run with the former Buffalo Bill, Devin Singletary. And this will be a Texans first down as the tackle made it about the 43-yard line.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Houston.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Stroud to throw it. That's complete to Dell. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at their 48-yard line. Ready?
Here's Stroud. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Throwing now is Stroud. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. And no return here. This one's going inside the 15 to the 12-yard line.
At their own 12-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And one of the things we like to hit on every year are the new rule changes. And we got a few for 2023. A lot are procedural, having to do with deadlines and roster construction and such. But two kind of caught my eye, Charles. One is the option to fair catch a kickoff and have it come out to the 25 like it does in college. You like that?
I don't. I don't like it at all. I don't like it in college. I don't like it in the NFL. I want to have something different. And I really wanted the special teams coaches to be a little bit more involved. But I do understand why the league is doing it. They believe it promotes safety, and it's hard to argue against that.
What about, this is the other one, guys can now wear the number 0. We've already seen some make the switch, Calvin Ridley, DeAndre Swift, Braxton Berrios, amongst others.
Yeah, and you know something, when you see those guys make that move, I don't mind that at all. All right, a little more expressionism for these guys. I love it. I just think we didn't go far enough. What about 00, like Jim Otto used to wear, or Kenny Burrow used to wear? Let's add that back to the NFL jerseys.
Will Anderson, that is one that he will remember. His first career sack in his first career game in the National Football League. Play action. Now Jackson. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
It's got to feel good to hit on one of these in the first quarter of a brand new season. They're hoping this duo can really make some noise this year. And this is a great start. A big play here early in the ball game.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson, a second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Ravens have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Stroud. He'll get this into the hands of Nico Collins. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
24-yard gain on the play. And the Texans first down.
Stroud to the air on 1st and 10. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Second and 10. Woods the receiver in motion left. He's going to handle it on the touch pass. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line.
That was a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw him coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. Stroud will look to throw once more. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And the Ravens will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
Intercepted. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just now supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. He's up to 88 yards receiving in the ball game now, and he's got a first down. Jackson now. He'll check this down to Dobbins out of the backfield. 2 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. To throw again is Jackson. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. This offense in mid-season form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Now a 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Jackson to Andrews on that one. First down, Baltimore.
Catching a first down from Andrews in Baltimore, and all NFL fans are used to seeing those all game, every game from him. 2022, a touch below what he did the year before as the best receiving tight end in the league, but still Pro Bowl worthy with over 800 yards.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. Here comes 3rd and about a foot. Now it's Jackson. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
A 27-yard attempt.
Tucker's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down. I know, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. 1st and 10, it's Pierce. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd down and 7. Now they'll change things up. Stroud will throw it. He'll buy some time right. He finds his man, complete. That's Beck. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And now we've got a 3rd and 4. Another completion there, and we think back to the draft in the spring. This franchise essentially handing him the keys to the operation, a top 5 pick. Charles, how ready do you think he is?
I think he's ready for the NFL in terms of size, speed, the makeup of him, the character of him. The key's going to be, will this team accept everything he brings to the game and adapt to it? Not just necessarily plug him into something that he doesn't do well.
4th down, here's Stroud. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. picked up by Brandon Stevens.
They have been struggling to put points on the board so far. While you don't want to lump it all on the rookie quarterback, he's definitely the root cause. And all rookies, they have those learning experiences in their first year. What they're hoping for is that he can learn on the fly, work through his struggles against his defense, and at the same time, still find a way to put them in a position to win.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Flushed out right. He's going to fire one. Corner of the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Devin Duvernay, 38 yards. And the Ravens are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And a rout is on here in this first half. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to
Robert Woods. A big play there just before halftime. 42 yards. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Hand off right side to Pierce. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now 2nd and 5. Caught left side. Here's Dell. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down. A nice completion there for the first down. Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week 1. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2020? He was excellent. Kyler Murray with the Cardinals. The best part about his game has his team run the brink of the playoffs. And Deshaun Watson has won division titles after having started from day 1.
And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. Fairbairn able to put this one through. And they get a little bit closer here as the lead's down to 3 touchdowns. Well, the good news, at least they won't take that goose egg into the locker room. Maybe a little something to build on.
Yeah, it hasn't been the greatest of first halves for them, has it? But at least now, as you mentioned, they put some points on the board. And it's been funny in our experience watching games. Sometimes something as little as a field goal can change the fortunes of the team, and they could come out and look real sharp in the second half.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Well, certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line.
Get up. Hey, smash Bronco.
Give left side for Pierce. Down the numbers. There he goes. Now inside the 25. Trying to tiptoe the pylon, but they're going to say he stepped out at the 1-yard line. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Here's Pierce. Is going backwards here. Now they come in and drop him all the way back at the 4-yard line.
A loss of 3 brings up 2nd and goal.
Another carry for Pierce. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Dameon Pierce taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Texans come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. And this is up and good. That'll make it a score now of 24-10.
Ravens 24, Texans 10. Kaimi Fairbairn at the kickoff for Houston.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Duvernay going to sit on this in the end zone, so it'll come out to the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead. It's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Baltimore Ravens. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 48-yard line. Throwing is Jackson. Throw left side complete. That's Flowers. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. 1st down.
Another Baltimore 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Play action. It's Jackson. To the sideline and incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
Here's 2nd and 10. Jackson. Throw caught by Flowers. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And now they're in the hurry-up. Now Jackson on 1st down. Fighting to stay upright. But now he's swallowed up and taken down. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. Now Jackson going to shift him around.
At the 25-yard line.
To throw is Jackson. To throw on 2nd down. Open man is Duvernay. Now the ball comes loose. And the Texans scoop it. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. So potentially a big turnaround brewing to begin this 3rd quarter as this defense forces a much-needed turnover.
Yeah, this is a team starting to work in concert now, right? They went out and got a touchdown to start the 2nd half, and now they get the football right back.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
They intercept Stroud again, the 3rd time in this game. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. They'll roll him out right. And now off to the races down the right side. They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Jackson, 27 yards. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Oh, a mistake there. The kickoff out of bounds. Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, well, that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
And I think the ball's out. And it's picked up by the Ravens.
Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed an almost perfect second half. And down 3 scores, a lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
That reminds me of my plan in college to get an A on the papers I turned in, but that didn't work out too well either. Too many mistakes by both of us. I mean, that's just pure and simple. And that's why that's exactly...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
Jalen Petrie picks it off.
And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it's 2nd down.
Hey, check that. Street.
A run for Pierce out of the gun. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line.
They're going to hurry back to the line now.
Play action. Stroud now.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener. Now Stroud.
Now he's got it.
And the Texans are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
Come on.
They'll run here with Pierce. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Dameon Pierce. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Texans get a bit closer.
Fairbairn now to add the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Makes the score Ravens 31, Texans 17. Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10.
Being chased out left.
And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
Well, here's a classic second guess. I thought he had a better chance of a positive play if he just ran it himself. The coverage downfield was really good. That one falls incomplete.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Andrews. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. 6 yards there on the keeper. It's second down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And all the way in for the Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, 59 yards. And the Ravens are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Texans 17.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Go, Reed, go.
On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive.
And he will maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And that's also all for this third quarter of play. Back now in Baltimore. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
And they'll go right back to Pierce.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
Throwing now is Stroud. That is caught. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 23 yards, the final tally.
First down, Houston.
Stroud to throw it.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
And Stroud now to throw.
A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down.
Here goes Stroud again. To the right side and caught by Dell. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Escaping the pressure right. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down, and they come up with a big one there to keep the drive moving and then some. Here's Stroud.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I think this is what this game's become now. Just go deep, see if we can get something to go our way.
Yeah, not the most creative or most inventive play call there, but not much has worked for them throughout this game. They're almost at a loss about what to dial up.
And he's going to work this one down to about the 5.
12 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Pierce will try to pick it up.
And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Now, a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down.
Stroud is hit, and the ball is loose. And this is going to be recovered by a member of the offense, but whistles come in. Remember, on 4th down, that becomes a dead ball if anyone other than the fumbler himself recovers. So it'll come back to the spot of the fumble, and that will mean that's going to wind up being a turnover on downs.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless, take care of the ball on the way out.
A really nice effort that time. 12 yards on the keeper, picking up the first. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. And Jackson going to hold on to it.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 14 yards that time, and a 1st down on the keeper.
Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you've got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him, though?
Occasionally, you start to spy him. Take someone that has the same agility, who can dance with him, run with him, and try and keep him in the pocket.
That'll be especially critical here as we come down the stretch in the 4th.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
You turned it.
Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown.
Zay Flowers with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Ravens are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead.
Tucker with the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28.
17. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Certainly not what they wanted there, so the football by rule comes out to the 40.
Well, not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time and going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this, and most of the time you don't. It's absolutely a mishit, and now your team pays the price. Bad field position for your defense.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
A shotgun snap to Stroud. That is caught by Dell.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. He'll get this out wide to Singletary.
Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about In your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game,
and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked up by Brandon Stevens. And the Ravens are going to take over at their own 2-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Well, they don't need to score here, that's for sure. They could just kneel it. They've got the huge lead late 4th quarter, but we'll see how they're feeling, Charles.
Yeah, we all know people out there who like to use every second of the clock, no matter what the score. And we know they don't need the points. They've scored in abundance already. Let's find out how they want to finish this ball game.
2nd and 10.
And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. Flush to his right. And he'll go out of bounds after getting this across the 15. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
And Brandon, this is the time of the game when Jackson could really take over. He's got the defense's legs a little bit tired. He's got them on the run.
Yeah, this defense looks gassed, and you're exactly right. Second half with the lead, this is when Lamar Jackson seems to thrive.
And quickly, they get to the line.
It's 2nd and 8.
Now Jackson on 2nd down.
Well, looking deep here for Flowers.
And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over.
Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's got to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and Week 2. Well,